Very few people need any instruction in negative self-programming. You don't need to read any books or to take any classes in programming yourself negatively. It's obviously something that people learn to do very well on their own.
Okay. Let's see. Wow. Okay, let's see. Oh, what am I doing here? Oh. Oh, that's right. I made me a little drink with vinegar, apple cider vinegar in it. Give me a second. I'm gonna go get my drink. Water with these little packets that's got electrolytes and a little bit of caffeine. And then I added powdered cloves to the mix because cloves are good for your immune system. And then I added some apple cider vinegar. I hope whoever's watching is doing all right. We might have somebody show up here in a minute. It is possible. Well, I'm not meaning that you're not somebody. I'm saying there could be somebody pop in the back room between now and whenever. Oh, hey, Betty. Okay. I was just saying, I've shared this with a link on Twitter, so there could be somebody in a little bit. There could be someone come in that's bored and want to come on the screen with me. You know, I really don't ever know. I was hoping that I really haven't talked self-destruct today. I haven't seen him active. So me and him's talking about like he was talking about sometime this weekend maybe doing it. He's got a video of that I had him save, and it's got some stuff on it. You might have heard us talk about this the other day, but I was mentioning something is bothering me. What is that? Is that okay? That's a light coming from the kitchen there. I can turn that off here in a second. I'll turn that off in a minute. But I had him save that because he's on a computer and everything, and when he comes on, he can pull it up. Anybody that's got a computer that links up to me through this, they can pull up stuff for me and we can watch it and stuff. And for some reason, like when I first started using Restream, I downloaded a couple old songs from the band I was in, which is a heavy ass band. We were called Withdrawn the first time. That was our first name. Then we changed it to Of His Own Hand, and because we had an original bass player leave, and it was still 3 other people, but we just decided to change the name because I worked last night. I'm getting ready to sleep now for a bit before work tonight. Oh, I understand. I used to do that. I ain't trying to bore you or anything. But yeah, of his own hand, I downloaded a couple of a full moon tonight. I don't. I usually don't really pay attention to it until it's there. I should have probably. Now the other day, you know how when it's getting close to a full moon during the day, you'll notice you'll see the moon a little more because it's becoming bigger or like more of it starts to show. And I noticed that just like a day or two ago. I was like, and usually that's kind of a precursor to knowing. Like, I'll be right back. If you're going to be there for just a second anyway, let me turn this light off. Oh, and hold on a second. I'll show you. I did a little bit of writing today. I got some more notes written down. I had some stuff screenshot that was. Okay. But I had some. Shit, damn it. One day I'll get everything I need to invest in some stuff eventually. If you knew what I have this thing wrapped around a stand-up lamp pole, and it's something somebody left here, and it's like it bendable and stuff, but it'll hold a phone. So I know that. My granny was, on my dad's side name was Luna Lemming. That's my legal last name. But what I was saying is I had, so a while back, I had used Grok on Twitter. This was a month or two ago. This has been about a month or longer ago. I had, it's probably about more than like a month and a half or two ago, but I can't remember. I lose track of time. Hell, I thought I had the giveaway up longer than it's been, but I just put that first giveaway video up like a month ago. So I could really just leave it up for a little while longer. And, I'll get to it when I get to it and pull a name, and then hopefully somebody will get with me and I'll get it to them. The book, that 50 doesn't really matter. Anyway, the point, I'm all over the place this morning or this afternoon. And I'm not tripping. So, but, what I had done was I had talked, because I don't usually do that much. I don't really, but I have the ability to do that and mess around with it. So I told it the premise of a story, and then it came up with certain questions that I could ask myself in the development of it. I didn't have it write something for me. I told it what I'm working on, like I'd be telling you, and then it came back with questions. So I was like, that's pretty cool. And it was questions for me to ask myself. You get what I'm saying? So today I officially took the time to go through these screenshots and then write them down, not word for word, but some of it, but some of it's just what it's asking a question of, questions I haven't really thought about or went into. And now, I began doing that today. And so I'm working on, I figured the corporations that have come together to form one entity, kind of it had a good question for me. Are you going to make it where it's ran by one sole, overbearing entity, or are you going to have a council? Is it going to be a collab, and I've already thought about what I was going to do was that it'll be one entity, but it's a bunch of different corporations that came together, and then they're under one name, and then you'd have a council or some shit. Anyway, somebody else kind of tuned in there. So I'm kind of trying to work out certain developments on that part, because that's going to be the corporation, people working for it, trying to come after Hero and Dog and anybody else that I end up coming up with in the story, and that's going to be and then something about the technology. I've decided it was asking me is it going to be high tech? The technology that they use to harvest solar energy. And so I hadn't really thought about it. So today I've been thinking about it, and I've just figured out what I'm going to do with that. Like in the history of this, it's going to be kind of based. At some point, you'll learn a little bit of history of before they had the actual machinery and technology to do it. But the way that they would do it would be like metaphysical and like through ritual and shit at some point back years ago. Peter Schiff talking about how. Oh yeah, Schiff. You talking about we're not. Oh, okay. Thank you. One day I'm going to have to do a stream just through my YouTube app and let some people come in and I reach them because I don't think I can do that from the restream. But what I need to do is like just gear up and have like. But what I was I'm all over the place. But I was using this restream and trying to play those a couple of songs at some point and didn't seem to be able. It wasn't seeming to be playing. But I think I just had the volume down. Because now I can go into the music that I have downloaded. You know, it's not got a copyright or anything, but if I like create music and have it downloaded, I can share it with people on my live stream. I can just, well. Anyway, I was just thinking about how that correlates with your thoughts. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, that would involve the same thing. Like you got the what it's not an original idea, of course, because it is something that is in a lot of different stories and sci-fi, especially. But you see this stuff actually taking place right now. Like you know, there's only a handful of certain corporations that really are. When it all trickles down, there might be a bunch of smaller entities underneath the big ones. But they are who control most of everything at the top, you know, and it's becoming more apparent. But the newest, did you hear? I was talking about God or Pollen 20XX the other day. I'm almost done with this. I'm going to try to finish this today. I got just like about that much left. It flows really well. I'm digging it. And to be honest, it could actually, what I'm got a concept for in Hero and Doll could fall in the same, it could be somewhere in their timeline if it wanted to be. Like, which my story is completely something that I've been working on for a long time. And, you know, like, it's set in a similar type future. But it's interesting because it involves characters that go all the way back into the early 1900s too, though. Like it's built a rich history. And these characters, some like Self-Destruct was talking about it the other day because he's got it all on digital. So he was pulling it up for me. Oh, look, you see this? There's an image in here that says a burning cross, and you can see because it's somebody's history remembering this happening because it's one of the characters and he's from the era where they would have done stuff like that and he remembers he's just woke up like they've been in hibernation or something, you know, and he just wakes up. And I tried to draw that yesterday. I don't know if I'm holding it up long enough, but it's a burning cross so it's not a racist comic book or anything. It's just that's part of the character's history, and they're burning. They're calling him a race traitor in that scene, and he's remembering that shit after he woke up from and he's finding out that it's like a different time, just like some of the other characters and stuff. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll see you. Sorry. Well, if you're still, here you go. What I was going to say is, I took it and tried to use it as inspiration last night. So, but you have a good day. And there's something I drew today. I'm not a good artist, but just I'm staying inspired. So that's a good thing. You have a wonderful night, or well, get you some sleep, and then I don't know what you do as a job, but hopefully you have a good night at your job. I always liked working nights myself. That was the shift that was like, nighttime was usually, third shift is usually what I did when I was in the workforce. Okay, now, Gray Cloud, let's get back to Betty's got to get out there for a minute, or got to get some sleep. This was something I'm sketching on today. I don't know where it came from, just imagination. Anyway, I say that a lot. 17 minutes. Sometimes I'll feel like I'm doing this for like 15 minutes. Sometimes it'll feel like I'll think to myself, I've already been here an hour. Or sometimes an hour goes by when it's going so well, and I don't think it's been that long. And I go, oh, we've been doing it an hour. It's feeling pretty good right now, like a pretty good flow. Oh, hey, hey, what's up? How you doing, man? Betty just took off, I think. She's got to go to bed, and she's got to work tonight, she said. Give me a second here. Okay, man. I was talking about that I've done I feel like I've done a bit this morning. I was showing Betty that I'd done some writing this morning. Some of it was transcribing from some notes I'd screenshotted for questions I needed to ask myself about the story, but I'd used an AI. I'd asked an AI, told them my premise, and then they asked me certain questions about certain things that I could think about, because I hadn't developed it that far yet. So I took those ideas and got them in my notebook, and then I figured out where I want to go with certain things, definitely. And then I'm not like a visual artist or anything. Yeah, I'm glad you're good. I did ask you. Sorry. I'm just kind of rambling on. It's a Saturday. I wanted to just do a stream. I haven't heard from Mr. Self-Destruct yet. I think you showed up towards the end the other day when I had a couple of guys on. Dr. Ben actually does some little independent, like comic. I got some. The package is in the mail now, so I should get that next week. I ordered something from him, and he had one thing on eBay, so I ordered that, and he said he'd hook it up with a few little small do-it-yourself type comics and stuff. But I'm just getting to know him a little bit, so that was cool. And Mr. Self-Destruct, he's an artist. I'm finding out he's showing some of his art and stuff, and I think he knows a little bit about writing. He does have a small channel, but he shows up on a lot of other people's channels, like and he's knowledgeable about comics and movies, and I'm glad to get to know him. This is something I drew this morning. Just like I said, I'm just drawing to see how well I can do. Like, I always knew that if I tried a little bit, I could do pretty decent, but like, I don't have just a natural knack. It's like I have to put a little more, but at 51 now, 51, but I started kind of this several months ago saying to myself, well, you know what? It'd be fun to see if I can draw a few things and see how good I can do something. I do better if I'm trying to cut, like if I'm looking at piece of art and trying to imitate, not imitate it, but just using it as a reference. Because I'm not ever trying to draw it exact. I don't mean to be talking so fast or so much, but well, I guess I do. That's what we're here for. Oh, I've got apple cider vinegar in it. A little bit. It's sweet, but it's got that bite, that bitterness too. Cause it's got I used a packet of some. It's got electrolytes with a little caffeine in it, and then put the apple cider vinegar in there. It's healthy for you. It helps my metabolism and stuff. Oh, and if you didn't see the other day, I don't remember if I was talking about this, but I've started this and I'm almost done with it. From the Godfo universe. I think I was telling you about that I ordered it maybe, and that they had sent me the second volume, and I was waiting on this volume 1. And there's another small book here. Hold on a minute. I've got everything just about in reach, probably. Well, maybe not. Anyway, I do need to think about where did I put it. Probably in my room. Anyway, it's turning out to be good. I mean, it's like, and it's cool because it's an independent creator, writer, and the artist and the writer, and the writing's really well done. It's good story. It's set in a future, like kind of ambiguous. We don't know exactly what year, but it's got. I was telling Betty, it's got a lot of characters that you're learning about, characters from the beginning that have been in kind of like a sleep and was part of some experiment, but it's been going on for hundreds of years. So some of the characters are from the early 20th century, but they're waking up like in whatever year, like so many years from now, and finding out all this stuff. And but it's pretty cool. It's written well, where like through the dialogue and everything early on, you find out a lot about the world you're introduced to. And I do like that it's black and white. The other book, the smaller book, it's got color and stuff, and it's real bright, vivid colors. So, have you been? Let's see. You said you play the drums, but you do it at school, I guess, huh? Have you played any music or anything? I've toyed around with my drumsticks a little bit yesterday, but I haven't done that as much. I'm trying to incorporate. Like sometimes it's okay if I don't do it for a few days, because then when I get back and just go at it again, it's not stale. Because like there's only so much. Well, I just remembered I can. I've been meaning to look at some videos of people that do just using a bucket or like whatever. They've just like a little storage bin or something they turn over and just beat on it, and see some of the people that do that on the street and stuff. Sometimes they're doing stuff that I might not be thinking about. I'm only thinking from the direction of where I know and a simple. But when I look at something else and hear it, I might be able to like work with that and try to learn a few little techniques. That's what I'm thinking. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate anybody that shows up for a little while when I go live. I was also saying to Betty, there could be somebody before I'm done. I don't know how long I'll stay on, but I've been here. Like I figure I'd at least be on an hour. What? It's not really what's the point of getting on? Like sometimes I get on here, nothing's going on, and nobody shows up, so I just end it. and then I just wait a little while. So, I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to locate this other two books real quick. They're probably right here, just buried under this. If you've seen, oh, sorry. And maybe I shouldn't worry about it so much. That's weird. Anyway, if you're anything like me, when I misplace something, especially something that I just, that's was pretty recently just here in my hands and looking at it like in the past couple of days. But I have set the other two somewhere because I'm not reading them right now, but I'm almost done with this one. They sent me a cool little, these are stickers based on some of the characters from the, I think that sticker right there is that dude. Yeah, because he's got the mask on and stuff. I'd have to, but they're like kind of more like in a more cartoon type looking style. So it's pretty cool though. Oh, I don't understand. Okay, but it's kind of nice outside today. It's just still cool though. It's been the temperature's a little cool even though the sun's out. Let me see here. Y'all, you might have to reel me back in. What I was saying is it really bothers me when I all of a sudden realize that for some reason I'm not sure where something is that is. I don't think it got up and walked away, but it makes me want to be more mindful, especially of something of that nature. That talk about I need to organize. I had this table looking pretty good. Look, I'll show you. But since then, I got stacks of stuff like all that. Like I'm reading these two books. They're both study. I'm studying both of these books. Almost done with both of them by the same author. This is a Sunday school commentary type book. I was looking through it today, and then this is a book that I'm giving away for the channel, and I need to be thinking about taking the videos down and trying to figure out who all I think there's like 3 or 4 people that have officially entered. So I want to try to get down to pulling a name. Anyway, you can see I have a mess here. I'm going to turn it back around. Well, but there's a method to my madness. Before all of this stuff like that, I had cleared this table off. There was a bunch of toys on here. I collect action figures and stuff, or did. I have not bought any action figures since last year. I was showing off the Job of the Hutt that a subscriber sent me a while back. A couple of days ago. It's like from the, it's one of the original ones from the, let's see here. Trying to talk and watch and see if anybody's chatting or anything. See, it's Saturday. What are you doing? Are you playing games or something today? You made any videos or thought about it? For your Well, anyway, I think it's cool, like to do it when you're first doing something. Like when I first started doing it, now there was a period where I took it a little more serious, and then, but there was something I started off reading, and it wasn't a daily thing. It was like several times a week. I would make sure I did readings from that book until we got all the way through it and stuff. But for the first little bit of the channel, that it was kind of me just because then I would show a lot about, like every time I'd get a new toy or something, I'd show it, like sometimes I'd have unboxing and stuff. But there wasn't a lot of, I didn't have a consistency of like with those videos. So, okay. Yeah, for some reason I was thinking you might be playing a video game. I don't know how I knew that. Well, I think if you do a video and show, if you put one up, it'll let me know. I'll see it. Because that one you did that day popped up. I went and looked at. That's how I found the. I found your the trailer thing. I started to just keep bringing that same thing up. But, okay. I need to take these pins out of the package and put them in this little thing over here I've got. But sometimes I forget about that. I have a little container I keep pins in. And see, it's still early in the day, so I didn't really intend. Well, I did intend to come here and be here as long as I could, because I've done a bit of, like I said, I've drawn a little bit, wrote a little bit, and then and before I started, I put 2 more of the boneless pork chops on the grill thing, and they're ready to eat whenever I want to eat, so that's cool. I got to think about this package I need to make up for a friend. It's a late birthday gift, but I have I was trying to see where I put it, but I have this little wooden box that's called a dream box or something like that. It's got an engraving on it, and I found that like a while back, and I thought of my friend Teresa. I was like, that'd be pretty cool, and she knows about it and everything. I just have not got it to her yet. I've been meaning to make a package up, and I might do that today or tomorrow. It's still Sunday. I got a box together already to like start trying to do it, and then I have a couple other things I need to get ready to try to finally get out the door and in the mail to some people, if I can, in the next few weeks. Okay, I'm going to just try to. I don't like feeling like I'm not. I haven't. It's like a. Actually, I don't feel any kind of way other than I'm having a good day, and I just stop going live for a little while would be a good. I like to try to. I can, even if it's just for a short minute. I like to touch base sometimes. There's a few people like you now. When you're able to, you catch it, and but then you've also you've seen it a couple of times. There's sometimes depending on who's, because it is Saturday. Some people, a lot of people be out doing shit, especially if it's a nice day, or it is here. It's a little cool, like I said, but if you had something to go do and you're out and about, it's nice enough to be. Like my neighbors have gone. They went to do their laundry, which it's a nice, it's not. You don't want to do something like that on days that it's all messy or anything. The sun's out and my dog's out there laying down. I'm gonna go outside for a minute. Let's turn the camera around, go outside. Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. I like doing that sometimes. People come in, whoever's. I've had a couple people say they enjoy like just seeing the outside sometimes. A friend of mine from England says that because where he's from, it just looks different than America, like especially where he's at. But he likes to see the landscape and stuff, even if it don't look like nothing to me. There's the Biddy and their little big girl. What you doing, old girl? Yeah, it's a good girl. Oh, good girl. She like getting in trouble, don't you? You doing pretty good today. You ain't chasing nothing too bad. What you doing, Biddy? That's one. That really ain't my dog there, but he been staying here. That's stop. Uh-oh. Okay. Little big girl knocked my phone out of my hand. Let's see the. Feels good out here. The only thing is the wind's a little cool. That's why I've had the door closed because earlier I had the little heater on in there. Hey, look at her. What are you doing, girl? Okay. Oh. Well, when I came on this one, when I started this live, I knew that I knew that I probably wouldn't start in a long time because there is a possibility. Self-Destruct said that he might get with me today to do it later this evening. That video, watching that little video of kind of a conspiracy type video, a woman reading some documents from 20-something years ago and stuff, talking about the government and everything they were planning and doing, and now you've already seen most of what she's talking about being done. Anyway, but he's trying to wait for. He said he wants to the person that comes to Mother's Yard. He wants to have that done before he gets on and does any kind of streaming or whatever. So I understand because he's got to move things out there and stuff for the person, I guess. Don't want to start streaming them, but for me, it don't really matter. Like, although the other day that one dude was mowing and but it was towards the end, so it worked out. And anybody that just popped in here, we're just I'm just hanging out for a little while. I was just explaining. We just came in from the outside. I showed the dogs in the yard and stuff out there. If I don't know if they were there or not, seeing it. Oh, truthfully, part of me is just when I come like right now, going live. It anytime you go live, of course, and if you even just get one or two people watching for a little while, it builds on. It helps the channels, hours and stuff. I don't make money at it or anything, and don't really. But I would like to get enough hours with. See, I think that's right. I'm not anywhere close, but it's something like if you get 3,000 hours within an hour or within a year, then you don't get monetized per se, but you got you can do live streams and then have super chats and stuff. So like you don't have to leave a link for like a PayPal or Cash app or anything like that. It just automatically a button on the the function. But you still have to have like a bunch of hours within a year's time to get even that. So, and but that'd be kind of cool eventually. So that's why I'm trying to get better at and more comfortable with doing streams. Especially like if we can align it, me and like Destruct, and then I want to try to have a few where I ask some people on, and then I try to think about some things I'm going to ask them and stuff because they happen to do something that's whether they're an artist, a writer, maybe even a musician, rapper type person, or whoever. Just different people I've met over the few years and stuff, either online or in person. There's people that are interesting that would be cool to schedule a live and according to their time and be able to have something, kind of like thought out a little bit. I want to be able to do that and got those are going to be, you got to try, you got to do it before you just do it, plan it, work on it until you just, figure it out. Like most people will tell me it's just like about anything. It's kind of like trial and error. So what I'd also get from a lot of other channels that I've watched, like from time to time, some of the people that I've seen that I've say followed for a while, where they were like just they were still kind of a small channel, but I've seen them grow to what I think is a big channel, even if they don't think it is. But they talk about consistency, and I understand that. So, like once you find what it is you're trying to do, and a lot of people, I think the best advice is try to find something you like. There are people that try to just grit, like they just find whatever's like really hot and the most trending and probably making people the most money, and they try to just imitate that. And you can do that, but if you do that, you're building it on something. If you're building it on something you're not really into, and it's just because you're just clickbaiting, I'd say unless you're just really good at it and you know how to shift with the times, you're probably not going to last long. Like you might grow a channel real big, make money at it for a little bit, but it's like, I think I was seeing something like that. I would rather just do it because I like it and not worry about whether I make a lot of money or anything like that. I've said it enough. I want to make a connection with people and let people know that they're not in this alone. They don't have to be. It might not seem like a lot, but even just sometimes hearing that from somebody, even someone you don't know that well, to me, like when I come across other people's videos that are just like them being themselves and they're like telling you like something similar to what it's nice. There is other people doing that. So, but I do have fun when some people come on and we get to talking about different things like comic books or even spiritual stuff or something. The conversations have went from a lot of different, from one thing to the next, and usually flow pretty well. So I'm happy about that so far so good. There's been I haven't seen where I felt like it was difficult when I had other people on with me. Just got to do it more. But let's see. Yeah, it's like 1:00. I think, and it's Saturday. I think what I'm going to do is end this one. I appreciate you being here. It's not because of you or anything. I just think when you understand that, geez, I've done said it. Yeah, I was thinking I would be on here for a little while, see what's going on. But as I've sat here and talked, well, there's somebody else showed up, maybe. And it doesn't, what I was saying is, as I've sat here and just kind of talked out things, and knowing that you were there, but I'm also kind of talking out certain things to myself. I was realizing there are some things I can, that I still have plenty of time in the day, that if I end this one, I can always take it live again in a little while after I get some other stuff worked on or done. Because I do, like, for instance, it'll be easier for me to organize and do any of the other stuff that I'm kind of in the middle of or need to do. This won't take long. But I was thinking I'd already started earlier by taking a box off the table. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is end this and do a little more stuff around here. See whatever, see what else is going on this afternoon, because there might be somebody else. There could be someone planning their own stream this afternoon. If they are, that's always a possibility. Like, but I'm gonna kind of see if what might be going on with anybody else, like Self-Destruct, for instance. See if he's thinking today or tomorrow about maybe doing that, and it don't even have to be this weekend, but just whenever is the best time for him, really. Most of my days are free. So I'm going to talk to you later, man. I hope you have a good day. And if you're around later and you see me, go live, holler at me, or if you want to. I hope you have an awesome day. Chill out.